Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. Boston College versus Florida State. Let's talk about it. I really hoped I wasn't going to make a video like this for Florida State this soon after that loss to Georgia Tech in Dublin, but here we are. I think the real stinger for this one was at home for Florida State, and I just want you to look at these stat lines. I'm not going to leave the screen for a bit. You can look at all of this. Look at the rushing attack from Boston College. Look at how many different rushers had over 70 yards. And look at the average yardage for every rusher there. That's insane. I don't know what to say. Couldn't believe my eyes whenever they were just running the ball all over the place. I'm pretty sure, how do you say that last name? Castanelos? Didn't throw a pass for a long time there at the end. It was just constant runs because they kept getting constant first downs. I know Georgia Tech had success on the ground as well against Florida State, but this is deeply concerning because if you look at the inverse of this, look at Florida State's rushing here. Couldn't get a single thing going. I guess if you want to draw one upside from Florida State here is that DJU had more yardage than he usually does, if you can even call that an upside. He's getting a lot of the blame here, and once again, as I mentioned in the previous video on Florida State, he deserves some of it. However, if you look at the rushing, you look at that O-line, you look at that D-line, it wasn't just his fault that they lost this game. It is very obvious this team is not good, like at all. And it's concerning that Mike Norvell, during the preseason, made all these comments to media personnel about how they believe in this team and that this team is maybe on par with last year and they think they can make a run. I don't appreciate that type of talk to the media when you have to know what you have. I'm sorry. There's no way that you can look at this team in the preseason and say, this is exactly what this team is, and we're going to make a run for a title, because that's not going to happen. Maybe if this game was another last-second field goal, maybe we can cut a little bit of slack. But no, with 0-2 and 0-2 in the conference, I think Florida State is officially cooked. I don't think they make the playoff. Their path is to win their conference, and that's still possible. 0-2 in the conference doesn't mean you can't make the title game. But the ACC, if you're losing to Boston College, which is probably going to go ahead and go 6-6, like they usually do somewhere in there, I just don't know what to tell you. I am honestly at a loss for words, because it's concerning, because now you look at Mike Norvell's coaching job, and I'm not sure if this is really all of his fault. The recruiting's just not there. They're portaling in a lot of guys. This is a portal team, and that may have worked last year. That was an isolated incident. This is not working, and it's very obvious. And if we really want to look down the stretch here for Florida State, it does not look good. Memphis is a good squad. Go watch Memphis's highlights from week 1. I think this is a loss, and that's going to sting. If they go 0-3, it's going to be really bad. I was shocked that DJU wasn't benched. I don't even know who their backup is. That's probably why he wasn't benched. But Cal is not going to be a complete sleeping team here. Like, you shouldn't sleep on them. I assume they beat Cal. I don't know if they can. Listen, I'm sorry, this is really all over the place, but this is really unprecedented for a team like this that I was pretty high on going in. I didn't think they would be the same team. I knew they'd be worse, but not like this, because SMU, they might beat them. I think Clemson's a loss, even though Clemson looked awful. Duke's probably a win for them. Miami is a loss. North Carolina, with their starting quarterback, might be a win. Notre Dame's a loss. Charleston's going to be a win. And in Florida, I have no clue. We have no idea what's going to happen by the end of the season here when they play Florida. It's concerning, and I don't know what else to say about this team. And we can take a look at Boston College real quick before we end this off. Don't have a ton of info really on them. I don't know if the D-line from Florida State is just that bad. I mean, that's going to be a win. I think they lose to Missouri here. Michigan State might be a win. Western Kentucky might be a win. Virginia's probably a win. Virginia Tech might be a win for them too, because Virginia Tech did not look that good against Vanderbilt. It's a loss here, probably loss here, loss there, win, loss maybe. What is that, 6-6? I don't know. Doesn't really matter, but I don't know. Florida State's definitely cooked. That's all I got to say. Let me know in the comments what you think about DJU. Should he share most of the blame here, or should Mike Norvell, the D-line, whatever you guys want to talk about in the comments below. Let me know what you think about Boston College. Are they going to win more than 6 games this year? I'll see you guys in the next video.